Full moon in Gemini, December 7th, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, possibly early in the hours, December 8th in Europe and Australia. So interesting. This full moon has a bit of mixed energy to it. I think we're being invited to. What first came to my mind was let go of old thought patterns that feel limiting and really start to reorient to what are our true values, what's important to us. And I think that's something that's been talked about a lot this year because of where the South Node and the North Node are in Scorpio and Taurus. But the new moon is conjunct Mars. So Mars is retrograde in Gemini, leaving us feeling a little bit scattered, a little bit unsure, and just sort of revisiting old ways and it's like there's something from the past that's coming up that we need to take a different view on, a new perspective, so that we can start to move forward more in alignment with ourselves. So I think it's like really not moving too hastily. And even the energy that I have as I'm like speaking right now, it's like, do I move forward on this thing? Am I like something's coming up from the past that we're just taking a new look at or revisiting. So I'm feeling a little mixed about this full moon, I'll be honest. But overall, when there's a full moon in Gemini, it's definitely a shedding of old thought patterns and mindsets and belief systems that are not taking us to where we want to go. But because we still have Mars retrograde and I think Mercury moving into Capricorn at 1 degree while Pluto is at the final degrees of Capricorn. I'm getting into the specifics here, but it just feels like there's just an energy of anything that's quote unquote been imprinted on us in our mind and our psyche and our beliefs. We might be like really looking at that. And, if you're someone who practices self-awareness, self-reflection, just really pay attention to how you're reacting right now and like the conversations, the people, the limitations, whether internal or external, that are coming up, that is just like, let me pave a new path for myself. Now I did pull 2 cards. Usually like I find they're like really cohesive. These ones again felt mixed, and I think it's just the energy of this moon. So I pulled the 7 Star Sisters. Beautiful. And this is Birthing Creation's Tapestry of Life Expression. So it feels like something that the creators of this oracle wrote is a new era of consciousness for this card. And I think that still has something to do with Jupiter being in the final degrees of Pisces, Jupiter being the ruler of Sag, the season that we're in, and Pisces definitely rules consciousness. So, and I have chills. So I think we are finding this new place to really like focus our attention, because that is what life is. Like we kind of think it's this like external thing that we're just plopped into, but really it's actually coming from inside, and it's what we perceive is what we experience. So definitely, this full moon might just show us that we're kind of in between 2 worlds right now, and there's like this old thing that feels so real, but like what do you actually want to create and experience? So just like really letting that old version of life go. And then I pulled for the tarot the 4 of Wands, and my notes here, it said joyful celebration, homecoming. It's a milestone. So one, I think that has something to do with just the month, December for a lot of the world can be a lot of celebration and relaxing and being at home. So I think it's like that sort of reminder to slow down, remember your roots, remember what's important, like come back to those values. And And then the celebration piece too is yeah, for sure, you know, reflect on the year. Like, is this the last full moon of the year? It is. It's the last full moon of the year. So it's like, just really celebrate that and realize your growth, and know that there's really beautiful, new, abundant, prosperous experiences ahead. So happy full moon, and we'll see you at the next moon.